What if I told you the true king of beasts didn't roam Africa, but America, long before humans carved their first spear, before mammoths fell silent in the frost? They're proud, a creature so massive, so terrifying, it made modern lions look like house cats. It's named Panthera Atrox, the American lion. In the endless golden plains of Ice Age North America, something stirred among the waving grass, not the thundering herds of bison nor the gentle step of wild horse, but a shadow, vast and silent, a predator built not just for power, but for dominance. This wasn't your mountain lion, no mane, no pride, just raw muscle and ancient fury. The males could weigh over 350 kilograms, more than 7 full-grown men, standing over a meter tall at the shoulder. Its presence alone could freeze even the bravest prairie step. Its paws crushed snow and soil alike, and its jaws, those jaws could splinter bone as easily as dry twigs. But power alone wasn't its secret. Panthera Atrox was a survivor born in the cold crucible of the Pleistocene epoch, an age of ice and giants. The apex of a frozen world. Picture it, North America, 130,000 years ago. Ice blanketed the northern lands, wind screamed through the valleys, and across those frowning steppes, megafauna ruled. Herds of mammoths shook the ground beneath their feet, towering camels browsed on tundra shrubs, and threading through them all was the hunter. The American lion didn't chase for miles like wolves. It waited, hidden, patient, bone, an explosion of motion, a golden blur, a flash of claws, the crushing impact of muscle against bone. No warning, no mercy. It struck like thunder, bringing down beasts twice its size. Sometimes, even the young of mammoths, sometimes anything foolish enough to stray from the herd. Can you imagine that moment? The silence before the scream, the sudden chaos of survival, erupting beneath a storm-gray sky. Panthera Atrox owned this world. From the icy Yukon to the deserts of Mexico, it ruled as nature's perfect killing machine. But even kings faced challengers, because this world, this age of monsters, had no shortage of predators. There was Smilodon fatalis, the saber-toothed cat, shorter but heavily built, a living tank with fangs like ivory daggers. When Smilodon pounced, it ended battles in a single bloody stroke. There were the dire wolves, cunning, coordinated, hunting in packs that could tear down anything that moved, a walking wall of muscle that could steal a lion's kill with one lazy swipe. And yet, Panthera Atrox held its ground. Imagine the scene. A dire wolf pack circles a fallen bison, the air thick with steam and blood, and shadows shift. The American lion steps into view. The wolves freeze. A low growl rolls across the snow, and just like that, the pack scatters tails between their legs because this was his table. But even the mightiest hunter cannot fight forever. The Ice Age began to thaw, the glaciers retreated north, and the world that once fed the lion began to die. Humans, smart, organized, relentless, armed with fire, tools, and teamwork, we spread across the continent like wildfire. We burned forests, hunted herds, and changed the rules of the hunt. To the American lion, it must have been confusing. For hundreds of millennia, it was the top predator. And, suddenly, there were creatures that walked, upright, small, fragile, but dangerous. Maybe the lions watched from the shadows as humans claimed their prey. Maybe they tried to adapt, but history tells us how this story ends. 12,800 years ago, the last of the American lions fell silent. The great golden hunters vanished into dust, victims of a warming earth, disappearing prey, and humanity's rise. Today, we find their bones, massive skulls, cracked teeth, silent reminders of power long lost. And every fossil whispers the same haunting question. If the strongest predator of the Ice Age could vanish, what chance do we have when the balance breaks again? And Panthera Atrox may be gone, but its legacy still prowls beneath the surface of our world.